Hello everybody, and welcome to World of Tanks Blitz. This is going to be my first video in this game, and it's also going to be the first video in a series I am starting this game off with, which is basically just going to be tank reviews. It's going to be basically me going over the stats of tanks, pretty much showing their weaknesses and their strengths, and then a few gameplay videos of myself, and maybe a few other people, just to kind of give you the gist of how these tanks work. So the first tank we're going over for today's video is the BT-2 Soviet light tank. So we're just going to go over the stats for now. For a tier 2 tank, it's got pretty good maneuverability. It's all the way to 100%, and that's pretty darn good for a tier 2 tank. It's got 250 hit points. Okay. Its armor is basically paper, though. The strongest armor is on the turret, and everywhere else is 15 or less, so it's a light tank, which is... So the armor makes it pretty obvious you do not want to be sitting around, especially when it goes 50 kilometers per hour. That's just a complete waste of speed and potential if you're not using your speed to your advantage, and your fast reloading gun to your advantage, and you're just sitting there waiting to be killed, because you can easily be taken out if you just sit there. It turns just as fast as it moves, so you got, once again, use your speed to your advantage, and the turret's not that bad of a speed either, so speed, you gotta use it. You're a light tank. Don't sit like a duck. The first gun you'll start off with is the 37mm B3 gun. It's an alright gun. After all, it's the first gun you get with this, the automatic gun. It does 30 to 50 damage per shot, and it penetrates the same, 30 to 50. It's a pretty accurate gun. It takes a little bit to load, and you don't get a lot of fire in every minute, but as I said, it's an okay gun. It's an okay gun. And its damage is alright. So after you get this gun and you get a little bit of experience, you can choose to go two ways. And eventually you're going to have to go the other route, but you can choose to immediately go to the 45mm or to the automatic 23mm. The 23 doesn't do that much damage, but it has quite a bit of firepower. I'll show you why. It does 9 to 15 damage, and that is not very good. But penetration's not that good either. It's been lowered. However, it only takes around a little less than 2 seconds to load. It could be more accurate, but look at this. 12 shots in this magazine. That's why this is a light tank. That's why you need to be moving. Because not only is your armor as thin as paper, but you've got a gun that is to be used to go in a circle around a tank and shoot them and confuse them. It only takes around 7 seconds to load a magazine, and it takes even less time to load a couple bullets. So you have to use, if you get this automatic gun, you better be moving, or at least have some good cover if you're just going to sit around, because this gun has a lot of ammo. And you definitely should be, if you're not spotting or attacking weak tanks, stragglers, you should be helping your team members out. Because this gun, it does not do a lot of damage, but with the combined number of shots, think of like 12 times 9 or 12 times 15. That's a pretty good damage roll if you hit them where their armor is weak. Now the other route, you first have to go through a turret. A turret. It's a little bit better than a normal turret. Not much different. You do get a bit more firepower. I think that's because it weighs a little less, or something like that. But after that, you go to the 45mm, which is not an automatic gun. It does not have as much firepower, but it does a lot more damage. It can do 41 to 69 damage per shot, and it can penetrate even deeper than the original gun. 38 to 64. It's a pretty accurate gun. It does a fair amount of damage. It takes a little bit to load, but it's an alright gun. It's definitely better than this. And yeah, it's alright. It's fairly good. But really, you're definitely going to want to buy this gun just because of the fact that it has a lot of rounds. And who doesn't like automatic guns? But anyway, enough with the stats. Basic strategy. Move around, use your speed, use your automatic gun. And now let's get into some gameplay. So, this is the first match that I recorded in this tank. And to the point, this match was a short and pretty easy match. Yeah, spoiler, I won. But it's really because my team was a good team, and they helped each other out, so we won pretty easily. But yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty fast tank. And I have no idea what that guy next to me, that T2 medium, is doing. I hate it, and I don't know why when people just spam their gun for no damn reason. I don't know if it's because they're trying to show off or just, I don't know, test and see how strong their gun is, but anyway, back to the topic. As you can see, this is a pretty fast tank. And of course, this guy decides it's a good idea to try and take out that army truck. And that's when the guy ahead of us spots the first tank, and it's actually a tank destroyer. I have fought one of these guys before, so I shoot him because I know his armor isn't that thick, and we all pretty much just own him because he was all by himself right there. And there's another Panzer 35 to be specific. And he's behind that wall. I decide to go on the other side. I think about going for the T-18, but that guy's got a pretty good armor, so I go around this side. There's a Valentine. Take a few shots, and I hit a spot that doesn't penetrate. And I have one of my dummy moments where I take shots at the Panzer II's tracks. Because, oh, it's not red, so it's definitely got to penetrate. And it doesn't. It did do some damage to the M2 medium. And then I actually hit the Valentine on its good armor. Back up, reload, and then I hit him in his good spot. And by the way, I was using the stock gun on this. So, yeah, just to let you know, that's the gun that I'm using on this match. As you can see, we're winning 5-1. It's pretty easy. It's pretty going good. Then I see this cruiser. He's got an automatic. Takes a chunk of my health off. I take a little bit of his. Yeah, he's the only one left, and we only lost one guy, so he's pretty much dead meat. So after I get around from getting stuck behind that dead wreck, I come around, take a few shots, and he's dead. And that was the easy win of that match. This match, I'm using the automatic gun, so you can get a little idea of this gun works. So I decided to go up on the hill because I've learned for a while that starting at the lower part, unless you have a heavy tank, is usually not the best idea. So it's a Panzer II. Once again, take shots at his tracks because I am a bit of a dummy. Do take a few shots at his back of his turret where there isn't a lot of armor. I think he was just trying to scout. I did manage to get some of his health. He sees me shoot at him, but he's kind of distracted by everyone else and thinking, oh crap, who should I shoot at? And it's over for him pretty soon. And I get a few more shots, and then somebody else pops him off. Yep. There's a T1 over there. I was going to go for him, but then I saw that there were these two tanks over here that are probably going to try to shoot at us, so I took shots at this guy and I actually penetrated because I hit a few weak spots on his turret. Did take a hit. I think it was from him. Yeah, it was from him. T2 light. I think the T1 got destroyed already. Pop a few more shots at him. Do quite a bit damage. I decided to go for a reload, because why not? He's behind there. We're winning 3-0, so it's going pretty good. There's the T2 light. Now, I tried to take a few shots, but my gun depression isn't good enough. And I learned from a gameplay a few days ago not to stay on the edge too long, because usually their angle... Ooh, I took a big hit there. Usually the gun angle of someone below you is better than your gun depression, so they can just shoot you to death and you can't do anything. So I decided to go for the T-26. I actually used my speed boost to get around quickly. Just as I round the corner, I'm spotted, but he doesn't seem to take notice. And I take my time and aim for his ammo rack. And looky me, I caught him on fire. And it's my first kill. And I think that's actually my only kill, but hey, he made it easy. I enjoyed it. And we're still winning. We only have one tank that got destroyed so far. They only got 2. We got 5-1. We're winning. This was pretty much another easy win. Not too bad. There's another one. There's the enemy BT-2. One of my kind on their side. I wonder why I'm not doing a bunch of damage and realize, oh, he was behind that ledge. Wait for that Panzer to pop up. Just wait. And have a derp moment first. Because I realize that I can't destroy this. Derp. And there's the Panzer. He spots me. I think he spots me. Or maybe it was the BT-2. But anyway. He decides to go out in the open. I take a few shots. I think I hit him, but it didn't do anything because, well, he was on the move, and I think I just hit his armor. So I was planning to, yeah, I knew that my tracks were gonna break when I slid down, but I was planning to assist these guys, but then I see that Japan light tank is in trouble, so I go to assist, and I realize that we captured the base, and I had no clue about this. And yeah, so I had no idea that my team was capping, but we won anyway. And yeah, that was a pretty easy win too. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next tank review video. Peace out and goodbye.